3 million home buyers return to the market due to lower interest rates. This is the weekly report on Major Money Matters. Welcome to Major Money Matters. My name is Major. I'm the host of Major Money Matters. I'm also a mortgage broker powered by Edge Home Finance. And this is the weekly report where we talk about what's going on economically and how it could be affecting home buyers and home sellers. A lot of actions happening this week, and we're going to go through it really quickly. So let's get right to it. Now, let's start off with the charts. Mortgage-backed securities. Mortgage-backed securities look very well this week up until Thursday. And we had some situations happen on Friday. We'll break that down later on in the video. But let's talk about where we are numerically, okay? Right now, as of today, interest rates are standing out about 6.19 or so, trending down very slowly from our peak in October where we had 7%. So things are coming down. We're getting back into the fives or close to the fives. We were there on Thursday, but we had a rough day on Friday for mortgage rates. So let's break it down, everything that happened. All right, this week we saw some trends with mortgage rates going lower. A very good day on Thursday. So if you locked your interest rate on Thursday, you got a pretty good deal. I mean, we locked somebody at like 5.1% on a government loan on Thursday, and they were getting a 2-1 buy down. So they're getting like 3.1% for the year 2023. So it's a pretty good deal for them. Great day. And why was that? The Fed came out, Jerome Powell came out, and he said, basically admitting that, hey, we're on the back end of inflation. And you know, if you follow this channel, the biggest threat to interest rates is not the Fed raising rates. The biggest threat to interest rates is actually inflation. So that the bond market really responded to well, and we saw interest rates go down very well. And we thought we were gonna trend towards the high fours, and then Friday happened. So Friday of this week, we got the jobs report, and this was very weird. The jobs report kind of smashed expectations, and if there are many things that affect economic news and affect mortgage rates, that affect bonds, the number one thing would be the jobs report, how things are trending. So if you get a bad jobs report, then mortgage rates look better. You get a good jobs report where it appears that we have a lot of jobs in the economy, mortgage rates get worse. But this jobs report was weird because it smashed expectations. And really what no one is talking about is why. First of all, there was a lot of part-time jobs in the jobs report for this month. This covered the month of January. But what nobody's talking about is that the BLS, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, actually changed the mechanism by which they measure jobs. So this is kind of one of those things where I'm not buying it. So I think we're gonna recover from this, although rates went up on Friday. I think next week we're gonna trend to see lower rates when people start breaking this apart and start understanding exactly what this jobs report says. The other thing happening this week is market activity. Now, let's back up to last quarter 4, 2022. That thing reminded me of like this Kevin Hart episode or his Kevin Hart show, Cold as Balls. Nobody was buying houses. Sales were down. It was absolutely no activity. My team was kind of sitting back chilling because it wasn't a lot of activity. And then around January, things start to pick up a lot. And this like turns into a Nelly song where it's getting hot in here, and it begins to really pick up with activity. I had a client out in California, lost out on 2 homes, and those 2 homes had 20 plus offers on them. And you start to see, okay, things are picking up again, and the activity that I said that was gonna happen, I said this about 2 months ago. When interest rates started coming back down, I said, hey, people are gonna jump back into the market because 5% isn't 7%, and the sentiment changes. So we're starting to see a lot of activity there. We're starting to see multiple offers on select areas, not in every place, but I think as rates continue to come down, you're gonna start to see a lot of market activity pick up, and you're gonna really start to see multiple offers on homes. So if you're in this area shopping right now, make it count, get into a house now because you're gonna be competing in about 2 to 3 months. Let's get to our headline story for this week. 3 million plus buyers are coming back into the market because of lower interest rates, according to Fannie Mae. And this is really creating the competition or multiple offer situations in some select areas. Now they're saying that this is making homes more affordable for people, and we're getting more into a lot of homes being sold. Now keep in mind, I've told you, there is simply not a lot of inventory in some places. So therefore, as buyers come back onto the market, what we're gonna see is upward pressure on prices once again. And I told you at the beginning of the year, 2023 will likely be the housing boom that nobody saw coming, because these rates are gonna come down and people are gonna jump back into the market. So there's a lot of buyers coming back. If you're a real estate agent, thanks for hanging around, thanks for sticking in there. You're probably starting to see buyers come back. A lot of my friends who are mortgage brokers and mortgage loan officers, they're getting busy again with people putting in offers and people coming back. I had one buyer come back I had a couple of buyers come back this week, and we did a pre-approval for them a year ago. And they called me up and said, "Hey, Major, I think we're ready to put an offer in on a house." Okay. So there are people that are jumping back into this market because of the lower interest rates, and they're just relieved that they're not as high as they were. We wrap up here with this story out of New York, and I really like the headline on this story because I think that this is absolutely true. It says, "Those who know that the market is busy is just hoping that nobody else catches on." And there are many people who are buying homes in different areas. There are people buying primary properties, investment properties, second homes. They're buying these properties because there's simply not as much competition right now. And they know that as rates come down, competition is going to heat up. So what they're doing is they're buying houses now and they'll just refinance. The wealthy understand this. People who are knowledgeable about real estate understand this. And what I'm trying to do is get those that don't understand this to just grasp the concept that when rates go down, you refinance. You get into a home now, rates go down, you refinance. But you have to take the opportunity now, because it's gonna get ugly in about 5 to 6 months. This summer, you're gonna see multiple offers, and people are gonna start getting beat out for homes. It's gonna be really interesting, but other people are just hoping that you don't catch on. That's it for this week. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of activity going on. If you find a good rate, or if you have a good rate and you're comfortable with the numbers, lock that rate, because there's a lot of volatility in the market right now. Yes, it could get better, but in the short term, it could get worse. A lot of jumping around. The market is still very sensitive to economic news. So if you say, "Hey, I like that rate," lock it in. Don't think about it going low. I'm doing this for myself. I'm actually building a house. I'm purchasing a house right now, and rates look good. I locked. And I look at rates every single day. I say, yeah, it could get much worse, and I don't want it to get much worse. But you can absolutely get some great deals out there if you're taking action and you're listening to your realtor. You have a qualified realtor. If you don't have one, link up with us, give us a call. We'll connect you with someone that we trust and help you understand this market and get into a home. God bless you. We'll see you next week on Major Money.